Smoken Wicked's dominant win at Saratoga. 5 3/4 length victory in Amsterdam Stakes. In a stunning display of speed and precision, Smoken Wicked delivered a masterclass performance at Saratoga Racecourse, storming to a commanding 5 3/4 length victory in the $200,000 Amsterdam Stakes on Friday. This 6.5 furlong sprint for 3-year-olds wasn't just a win, it was a statement. But here's where it gets controversial. Could this result finally silence critics who questioned his consistency after a string of near misses earlier this year? Let's dive in. Owned by Valine Farms and guided by trainer Dallas Stewart, Smoken Wicked been a roller coaster of potential and promise. A Louisiana-bred chestnut with a lineage rooted in Bobby's Wicked One, he's no stranger to stakes racing. Last year, he placed third in the Saratoga Special, G2, a race that many still talk about, and followed it with fourth-place finishes in the Hopeful and Champagne. His most recent outing before this win, a gritty second-place finish in the Maxfield Stakes at Churchill Downs, where he was edged out by the formidable Verifier. Stewart, however, remained confident. He's been solid all along, he said. We know he likes this trek, and today he showed up everything. Piloted by jockey Brian Hernandez Jr, Smoken Wicked exited post 3 with a calculated strategy. The plan? Shadow the favoured Macho Music, a horse that had previously beaten him by 11.5 lengths in the Pat Day Mile at Churchill. The early pace was electrifying. Gunmetal, Macho Music and Smoken Wicked jockeyed for position through a blistering first quarter mile in 22.09 seconds on the fast dirt. Hernandez, ever the tactician, described it as textbook. Our horse is so sharp, but he naturally finds the perfect spots, he said. We didn't want to chase the favourite too early. Just let him dictate the race. And dictate he did. As the field turned for home, Smoken Wicked began to assert his dominance. Macho Music clung to a narrow lead entering the turn, but the momentum shifted when Smoken Wicked surged ahead. We were a little conservative around the turn, Hernandez admitted, but when I asked him to go, he answered with everything. The final stretch was a clinic in power and poise, with Smoken Wicked crossing the wire in a final time of 1:15.64, a mark that left even his rivals in awe. Gunmetal, ridden by Louis Soaves, fought valiantly to finish second, while Gate to Wire and Macho Music rounded out the top 4. For Stewart, the win was a vindication of patience and belief. He left the gate like a rocket. He said, we'll let him do his thing on the backside, and when Brian challenged Macho Music on the turn, it was all over. But what's next for this rising star? Stewart hinted at the 8 Allen Jerkins Memorial G1 on August 23rd, a race that could set the stage for an even bigger showdown. Meanwhile, Sires, who guided Gunmetal to a strong second-place finish, praised his horse's improvement. He ran big today, he said. For a moment, I thought we had him, but Smoken Wicked was just too much. Behind the scenes, Smoken Wicked's story is as compelling as his on-track heroics. Bred in Louisiana by Tom Curtis and Wayne Simpson, he's a son of the winning mare Street Smoke. Purchased for $38,000 at the 2023 Breeders' Sales in Louisiana. His journey from auction to stakes winner is a testament to his team's faith. Now, with $110,000 in purse earnings and a record of 5-3-1 in 13 starts, he's become a must-watch in the 3-year-old division. So what's your take? Do you think Smoken Wicked's next race will be his toughest yet? Or is this the beginning of a dominant stretch in his career? Share your thoughts in the comments below, because in horse racing, every win tells a story. And this one's just getting started. Historic graded win. Smoken Wicked dominates in Amsterdam Stakes at Saratoga. Victory at Saratoga. Smoken Wicked delivers a statement win in the Amsterdam Stakes. Sometimes a race isn't just a win, it's a declaration. Smoken Wicked didn't simply take home the Amsterdam Stakes on Friday evening at Saratoga. He electrified the racing world. But here's where things get interesting. This Louisiana-bred colt, primarily known for dominating local competition, just stormed onto the national scene with a graded stakes victory that many did not see coming. What does this mean for his future and for the legacy of Louisiana breeding? Let's dive in. Reliving the race, Smoken Wicked's big moment. Heading into the prestigious Grade 2 Amsterdam Stakes, Smoken Wicked by Bobby's Wicked One already had 2 stakes wins on his resume, but both were limited to fellow Louisiana-breds. This time, he was up against some of the best 3-year-olds in the country. The betting public gave him moderate respect at odds of 5-2, but many had their money on Macho Music, the race favourite. As the gates flew open, Smoken Wicked quickly matched Macho Music stride for stride through a quick opening quarter of 22.09 seconds. Then, as the field turned for home, Smoken Wicked hit another gear entirely, surging away from the pack to finish an emphatic 5 1/4 lengths in front. What makes this performance even more remarkable? Just 2 months earlier, he'd been a distant 6th to Macho Music in the Grade 2 Pat Day Mile. However, a recent runner-up finish behind the formidable verifier in the Maxfield Stakes showed hints of improvement, and Friday's race left no further doubt that he belongs on the big stage. Last season, he made Saratoga appearances in a Saratoga Special and the Hopeful Stakes, showing promise but falling short of the winner's circle. Now, he has arrived. Trainer Dallas Stewart was clearly delighted. He's been extremely consistent and tough. His last out, he chased a really strong horse and still ran great. Since then, he's been training beautifully, and we know he thrives here. He travelled well, looked tremendous in the paddock, and delivered a commanding win. Pedigree spotlight, sire and broodmare record set. And this is the part most pedigree enthusiasts miss. Smoken Wicked's victory marks the very first graded stakes win for his sire, Bobby's Wicked One, a milestone for the Speightstown son's young stallion career. His dam, Street Smoke, is no stranger to the winner's circle herself, and has now produced multiple promising runners, such as the 2-year-old Wildly Wicked and a yearling filly, both by Bobby's Wicked One. Broodmare sire Street Boss, meanwhile, can now boast 4 graded winners, a notable achievement for any breeding portfolio. If you're curious about investment in bloodstock, consider this. Street Smoke was purchased for just $22,000 at the 2019 Keeneland November sale by Thomas Curtis, now a co-breeder of Smoken Wicked. Full Amsterdam Stakes rundown, payouts, runner-ups and race details. The Amsterdam sale presented by Albany-Med Health System carried a hefty $200,000 purse for 3-year-olds over 6.5 furlongs. Smoken Wicked, under jockey Brian Hernandez Jr. for owner Valine Farms and Stewart Stable, claimed the lion's share, an impressive $110,000 winner's check. His new lifetime record stands at 13 starts, 5 wins, 3 seconds, 1/3, with earnings of $551,392. Runner-up honours went to Gunmetal, by Gunrunner, followed by Gate to Wire, by Munnings, while race favourite Metro Music failed to threaten in for final running. Marching to the finish, nearly 6 lengths separated first from second, the dazzling display of dominance. Controversy? Here's the big question. Are skeptics underrating Louisiana-bred horses? Can a state-bred like Smoken Wicked really maintain this level against the top national competition as the season goes on? Now we want your take. Does Smoken Wicked's win signal a shift in respect for Louisiana-breds on the national stage? Or is this just a one-off performance? Do you think the racing world is too quick to overlook horses from outside the big-name breeding states? Let us know in the comments. Your opinion could stir up the next big debate. Who do you see as the next breakout star in the 3-year-old sprint division? And, be honest, are you surprised by Smoken Wicked's transformation to a top pass runner this summer? Smoken Wicked dominates G2 Amsterdam at Saratoga. Horse racing highlights. Imagine stepping into the heart of horse racing at Saratoga Racecourse, where the excitement of the Amsterdam Stakes presented by Albany-Med Health System brought Valine Farms' Smoken Wicked back to the track that had previously seen his Grade 2 performance. But here's where it gets exciting. This time, he didn't just place, he finished 3rd, showcasing his potential and leaving fans eagerly anticipating his future races. Trained by the seasoned Dallas Stewart, Smoken Wicked, a chestnut colt by Bobby's Wicked One, has had a journey filled with ups and downs. Last year he placed 3rd in the Grade 2 Saratoga Special, followed by 4th place finishes in the Grade 1 Hopeful and the Grade 1 Champagne at Belmont Park. His last victory came in the Louisiana Futurity at Fairgrounds Racecourse in December, a testament to his resilience and talent. The horse has been consistent, Stewart shared. His last race was solid. He just got beaten by a really strong competitor. He's been training well, and we know he loves this track. He's a good ship-up and maintained his weight, looking very dominant in the paddock. Ridden by Brian Hernandez Jr, Smoken Wicked started from post position 3 and immediately set his sights on the frontrunner Macho Music, who had previously beaten him by a significant margin in the Grade 2 Pat Day Mile at Churchill Downs. Through the opening quarter mile in a brisk 22.09 seconds, Smoken Wicked tracked closely behind Macho Music and Gunmetal. It was textbook, Hernandez explained. He left the gate sharply and we had the favourite on our inside. Throughout the entire race, he seemed to be handling himself better than Macho Music. We knew our horse was one of the better ones today, so we didn't rush in. Entering the turn, Macho Music held a slight edge over Smoken Wicked and Gunmetal, with T-Craft and Gate to Wire closing in. Gunmetal, piloted by Louis Sayers, posed a significant threat as they approached the stretch. However, Smoken Wicked surged past Macho Music at the top of the lane and pulled away to win by an impressive 5 3/4 lengths, stopping the clock at 1:15.64. When I asked him for more, he was there, Hernandez said. He showed his dominance turning for home. I just had to let him do his thing. Stewart praised both his horse and Hernandez's riding. I was impressed by how he got out of the gates, Stewart commented. Macho Music in the one hole is a tough competitor, but we managed to get on him early. Brian did a fantastic job. Following his win, Stewart plans to assess Smoken Wicked's condition before deciding on his next race. A possible local option is the Grade 1 H. Allen Jerkins Memorial, set for Saturday, August 23rd. Gunmetal's trainer, Brad Cox, a 2-time Eclipse Award winner, acknowledged his horse's improvement despite the loss. They went quickly, and Gunmetal broke well and was in a great spot, Sayers noted. But the winner was exceptional. Bred in Louisiana by Tom Curtis and Wayne Simpson, Smoken Wicked is out of the winning Street Boss mare Street Smoke. He was purchased for $38,000 at the 2023 breeder sales of Louisiana Yearlings and Mixed Sale, and has now earned $110,000 in victories, improving his record to 13-5-3-1 and paying $7.50 for a $2 win bet. Live racing continues on Saturday with a 12-race card featuring the Grade 2 Jim Dandy and the Grade 3 Lake George. First post is scheduled for 12:35 p.m. Eastern. For live coverage and analysis, Saratoga Live will broadcast this summer meet on Fox Sports Networks. Visit https://naira.com/Saratoga/racing/TV schedule for the broadcast schedule and channel finder. Naira Bets is the official wagering platform for Saratoga Racecourse, offering the best way to bet every race of the summer meet. Download the Naira Bets app on iOS and Android at www.nairabets.com to start betting today. And this is the part most people miss: how the journey of a horse like Smoken Wicked can inspire passion and dedication in both trainers and fans alike. What do you think? Is there a particular race you're excited about in the upcoming meet? Share your thought in the comments.